As you could probably tell by my new content, I have re-entered my Star Wars phase. So today, I'm going to be ranking all of the Star Wars movies. Enjoy! Coming in at last place, we're gonna have, you guessed it, The Rise of Skywalker. They had to do this movie, and they did this movie. And that's it. The whole movie was just kinda meh and unoriginal. And don't even get me started on Palpatine returning.
Somehow Palpatine returned.
This whole storyline just seems like something a 9-year-old would make with their Star Wars action figures rather than something made by one of the biggest companies in the world.
You just have to say that you're fine when you're not really fine, but you just can't get into it.
Now this is where people start to disagree with me a bit, but in 8th place I have The Phantom Menace. This movie is great. It kicks off the prequel trilogy and has one of the greatest lightsaber battles in all of Star Wars history. My only problem is that at certain times the movie felt a little bit boring and was just okay compared to some of the other movies. But this is still a solid movie though. In 7th place, I'm gonna have The Last Jedi. The Last Jedi had a similar problem to The Phantom Menace, where it just felt kind of outclassed by all the other movies. The only reason why it's higher than The Phantom Menace is because it had some of the most action-packed and rewatchable scenes. Until you realize how badly choreographed some of them are. Like, this guy just leaves. He just straight up runs away. And I feel like Disney didn't really understand Luke's character. Like, Luke isn't gonna do this. In 6th place, I'm gonna have Attack of the Clones. This is probably one of the most underrated Star Wars movies ever. Parts of this movie could feel a little bit boring, but other than that, it was great. I also love how Obi-Wan was basically a spy in this movie. Oh, and the memes. Yes, the memes we got out of this movie. We got Visible Confusion and the iconic I don't like sand. Next, we have The Force Awakens. This movie is action-packed, making it fun and rewatchable. This is my little sister's favorite Star Wars movie, so I'm gonna let her explain why she thinks it's the best one.
I like it when Rey gets captured because it makes it more interesting and fun.
The reason why it's not any higher is because I feel like some of the other movies ahead of it are just a little bit better. From this point forward, all the movies on this list are like perfect and I would not change a thing. Starting off with A New Hope. This movie is what started this whole franchise we know as Star Wars. It also made the foundation for some brand new characters that we'll learn and develop over the next movies. It has everything. Lightsabers, spaceships, you name it. Next on our list, we have Revenge of the Sith. This movie is awesome. It's definitely the most dark and emotional Star Wars movie out there. What really sets this one apart is how unique it is. This is because the heroes don't actually win in this movie. Most stories end with the heroes winning and they all live happily ever after, but this adds a sense of realism, because you're not always gonna live happily ever after. This movie also has probably some of the best scenes in Star Wars. They always keep you at the edge of your seat. Here, enjoy this non-copyrighted music and look at how good this choreographing is. Next up, I'm gonna have Return of the Jedi. This film is awesome. It really would be number one, but I feel like the film ahead of it just a little bit better. I have no problems with this movie. It's not as action-packed as some of the other ones, but the emotional story really makes up for it. But all in all, it's safe to say that this was a phenomenal way to end the original trilogy. And coming in at first place, drumroll please, The Empire Strikes Back. This is by far my favorite Star Wars movie. This movie has some crazy scenes that make you feel like you're inside of the movie, and it allows you to be glued to the screen. This movie was written so well, almost every scene is iconic. This movie also started Han and Leia's relationship. All I can say is this movie was impressive. Most impressive. Oh yeah, and this movie also made one of the most iconic scenes in movie history. Yeah.
I am your father.
One of my favorite aspects about this movie is similar to Revenge of the Sith, about how the heroes don't actually win again. When people saw this movie in theater for the first time, when it ended, they were probably just like, what? It ends there? I gotta see the next movie when it comes out. That's why I think The Empire Strikes Back is the best Star Wars movie. I just have one problem. See this character, Boba Fett? Yeah, they copied him from Fortnite. Yeah, George Lucas, I see what you did there. You can't hide from the truth, you unoriginal piece of garbage!
A few moments later.
Thank you so much for watching, guys. This video took a really long time to make, so I hope you all enjoy. I might do more, like, long voiceover kind of content like this, so bye guys.